Well, I made it eventually. Hey, everyone. So sorry I'm so far behind. I honestly rolled out of bed an hour ago, got a shower, ate a quick lunch, made a quick lunch, ate about 75% of it as I was setting up for the stream. So, yeah, I'm running a little bit behind. Also had to do a little troubleshooting. I don't know if you remember, but toward the end of the last stream, we had an issue with the way that my MIDI controller was working with Logic and managed to get that figured out right around the 10 minutes left to go mark on the countdown. So, yeah, it's been one of those days. But hey, you know what? We're here and we're going to work on some music. Bub, Deku, good to see you. My battle was successful. Nice. So the reason why I slept in so late is because I was stuck on Pokemon all night. Not because I was preparing my team, but more because I was battling with my team. So, you see, Leah and I did a few battles because we both wanted to test out our teams. And I was like, you know what? I've never tried doing online battles with Pokemon. So it's like, hey, you know what? Let's get on. Let's do some online battles. Let's see how this goes. I was slaughtered. Now, I want to get a point across. I wasn't slaughtered because of inexperience or because I have a poor team. Not that didn't help. I'm sure that inexperience and less than optimal team building played a role in it. But what really slaughtered me was the fact that everybody was using a full set of 6 shiny, perfect legendaries. Many of them were named after a website, which sounds like it's a place where you can just go and purchase said perfect, shiny legendaries. These teams were eating me up alive. My fastest Pokemon, which should be able to really be faster than most regular Pokemon out there, couldn't catch them. When I have an entire team that is faster than my fastest, that's a problem. And yeah, so I learned that if you want relaxed gameplay, play ranked. It's the opposite of every other game out there. Every other game, if you want relaxed, you play the casual matchups. That's what they're for. You don't worry if you win or lose. Just play a casual game, and you can relax and have fun. In Pokemon, casual means just throw every OP monster out there, and everything that's disallowed in competitive, yeah, just use it. The breaking ones and have fun and smash everything. And if you want actual fun gameplay, play ranked. So that's what I was doing last night was discovering the joy of online Pokemon. Not only are they perfect, they are programmed in to be above their actual capacity. See, I thought so, because there were a lot of Pokemon where I was like, no, I know Boltund is faster than you. I know Boltund is faster than you. Why are you killing me? So yeah, it was really pissing me off. And I felt some of it even in the ranked battles. There were a few where I was like, oh, that doesn't feel right. Not that I was losing, but that I was being one-hit KO'd with a particular matchup that I should have either survived or been faster. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I was just going to have a little bit of fun before bed, ended up being frustrated and staying up way later than I should have because of said frustration. So, now that that's out of the way, let's actually write some music. Okay, let me get my headphones on here so I can actually hear what we're doing. And let me play really quickly here. Bub's like, yay! Bob, why don't you weigh in on this? Am I wrong? Oh, and Deku's going to feed me a jelly bean before we even get to the music. So, Bob, am I wrong here? Am I wrong in thinking that online Pokemon play is broken, or is this just me being naive and not fully understanding the way the game is? What do you think? And meanwhile, I'm going to eat my what looks to be a stink bug. Toasted marshmallow. Thank you, Deku. Greatly appreciate that. Okay, let's listen to what I did last week. Then we'll see how we can improve on it. Okay, so that's what we have so far. And Bub, just to catch you up on what I was saying, so last night after the stream, Leah and I did a few matches with our teams just to test the teams out before we actually go into an actual match. And afterwards, I got on. I had never been on online matchups before, so I got on there and I quickly realized, oh, something's not right here. Everybody has these perfect, shiny legendaries with odd names. Eat the bean. Okay, yes, I'll eat the bean. These perfect, shiny legendaries with strange names. But then even going into ranked, because I was like, okay, you know what? If everybody's cheating on casual, I'll go into ranked. And even in ranked, it felt unfair. So is there really that much cheating going on online within the Pokemon game? Or is this just me not fully understanding everything? I don't know. It just felt like, not that I expected to win, I just didn't expect to lose that badly. Yes and no. Okay. That's a fair answer. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that. It's like, yeah, I didn't expect to win. There's tons I still need to learn, tons that I don't know. I'm way behind the game, but there are things that I expected to work better than they did. I know what you mean now. Okay. I mean, it's like, for instance, yeah, this Pokemon should have been able to stay in there, taken at least 2 hits to die and done a little bit of damage, and been a little bit faster, so should have gotten the first hit in. But no, the other guy got the first hit in and 1 KO'd me. So that's the kind of thing I was dealing with. Okay. It's bar. You're giving me the worst beans today. Actually, it was toasted marshmallows. Maybe this is peach. Nope, that's not a peach. Ugh. Oh, that is not a peach. Ugh, that is nasty. That is nasty. Okay. So, going back into this, that last part, I threw that together really quickly, like in the last 15 minutes of the stream, so that I could use this on Thursday for Thursday's Pokemon update. And I thought that I would go back, delete that, and do what I had planned on doing, but I have grown to like this as it is so much with the French horn there, and then the trumpets coming in afterwards. Let's listen to that one more time. Where those French horns come in, it's so strong and regal. Trumpets coming in right there. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to keep that, and we're going to move on into something new with some strings, I think, or maybe some woodwinds. We'll see. For as long as I remember, people have always been hacking in Pokemon into their games. The games have two separate stat influences that people tend to min-max. It's possible to do it without cheating, which is what I do. And yeah, that's what I did. I did that. I maximized all my stats in that way. I guess where I was getting really butthurt is the fact that they don't have any way to set the rules up in non-competitive casual play, that so that you don't have legendaries, because I was being steamrolled by perfect shiny legendary teams with names that say buyyourpokemon.com on them. So that's where I was really getting upset, is the fact that, I built a team without legendaries, and I have no way to test them out unless I go ranked. And then when I go ranked, I'm really facing people with these ridiculous Pokemon that are just built to destroy teams. So it's like there's nowhere for me to battle. I guess that's where I'm saying. The website names are a new thing for this generation. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so I started seeing that, and I was like, okay. And I guess that, technically, they're legal Pokemon, but what got me is that instead of these people going out there and working like I did and building a team, they purchased it. And that rubbed salt into the wound. Switch is easy to hack into, so people are capitalizing on it by literally selling them. Yep, and I'm glad. It's just, I don't know. I've been, it's funny. Since I've switched from casual play to ranked gameplay, I've been happier. Now, isn't that something? Oh boy. Now don't get me wrong. I'm still losing a fair share of my matches in ranked, but I'm winning more battles in ranked than I was in casual. I don't like doing the casual plays in Pokemon Not 6 Gen 6. Yep. Because casual is just like, let's get all the OP Pokemon together and have a fight club. Exactly. Ranked has actual rules. So anyway, that's what I was dealing with last night. Thank you for letting me vent with you guys. I really appreciate that. Now, let's see. Do we want to add strings or woodwinds? Strings or woodwinds? I will say, though, I'm enjoying competitive Pokemon way more than I thought I would. Seriously. Way more than I thought I would. It's a lot of fun. Also, I'm gonna adjust this camera a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. Just had a little too much headroom there. My inner cameraman was yelling at me. There we go. That's a little bit. I know I'm a perfectionist, guys. You're just gonna deal with it. I am a perfectionist. It's a ton of fun diving deep. It is. Are my headphones low, or that's really not very loud? Why are the trombones that low? Oh, I know. Because I accidentally, in testing, reset the expression on them. Okay. I forgot that I had done that. I feel like I've broken these trombones. Hold on. Don't save. Let's reload this here. There we go. Now we fixed it. When in doubt, quit and reload. It's the typical, did you unplug it and plug it back in? Oh, thank you, Bob. I've got a folder of various Zelda backgrounds, and they rotate every hour, so that background's constantly changing. Okay, now that we fixed the trombones. Okay, let's actually get some work going in here. We're like almost an hour late actually getting work done. So the question I have, does this part need a woodwind counterpoint? Because originally I was going to do that. I was going to add a little bit of counterpoint in from the woodwind section, maybe flutes and clarinets, but doing either a counter melody or an echo or a repeat. But I have the trumpets doing that when the French horns take the melody. So do we really want to introduce woodwinds in the beginning? Let's listen. I think we do. Let's add some flutes. And because I've got an idea of what I can do with this. Sweep with the woodwinds. Let's just play with it. Let's see. Do we want? I think when it comes to woodwinds, then again, I'm not doing solo. No solo. Yeah, when it comes to woodwinds, symphonic I think has the better. So, the flutes. Actually, let's go with the staccato flute. It's not a bad sounding flute. Okay, so we are in the key of C. Let's get our piano here. So we go. And we are. Okay, so I had something in mind. Let me listen to it again, see if I can get it back. So maybe something like. Maybe something like that. Or higher. How do I... Or... Yeah. Yeah, I think like that. Just to kind of fill that in really nicely. Let's see how that sounds. We'll figure something out there, but I kind of like the... Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's put that in. Could go up with the trumpets. What do you mean by up with the trumpets? Let's add a... Do we want to add... Let's throw a clarinet in there and just see how it sounds. 3 clarinets. Going with the... short staccato. And that would be... That's a little too staccato. I don't know if I like that. When the first part of the trumpet is replaced twice, it goes into the next section higher up on the scale. Could bring the woodwinds upward with them, as it would help lead the trumpets to where they are in the set. Ah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, we could do something like that. Right now I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I want clarinet and what I want to do with them. I don't know if I like that clarinet in there. I might take that clarinet out. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Maybe it just needs to come back. That sounds better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, maybe I will go ahead and just get rid of you guys. And Da ba da da ba da da. Da ba da da ba da da. Okay. Is that where it's going? Hold on, let me go back to the piano. F, then C. Okay, F, C, G. That's where we're going. I really should take notes on this. I do this every time I work on music. I have to go back and remember the chord changes. Writing them down would be a lot easier, or even just putting them up in the markers up here. I know the feeling. Yep. Okay, so we are going to start with. Let me add that seventh there. So. And then it goes back down to the C. Okay, let's try it, see what happens. Go ahead and throw this here. Well, I totally messed that last part up, but we can cut that out. To right there, and is there a? Yeah, I did. Just get rid of you there. Okay, that needs to go back a little bit. Fix it in post, guys. Fix it in post. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there it is. Da, 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 dun. Yep, that's what we wanted. Okay. We can snip it, yep. How do I want to do this last part? Go into a trill. Okay. So we go into... Does it stay in G there? It does stay in G. Okay. So... That doesn't seem right. Something's wrong here. Hey, Woofty Dog. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you. This is Logic Pro. It is a Mac app. It is Apple's premier DAW, or digital audio workstation. Similar to Pro Tools or Ableton or, what is it? Reaper. A lot of people are using Reaper now. But yeah, pretty powerful, especially with what you can do with the MIDI here. Right now, I'm just trying to decide exactly how I want my woodwinds here. That's why I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is GarageBand's older brother, or, this is what happens after GarageBand graduates college, I guess you could say. Most people do use Windows, but I've been on Mac for quite a while and I'm very comfortable with it, so this is what I use. But yeah, happy to have you here. Welcome. Tell me, what kind of music do you write? FL Studio specific. A lot of people use FL Studio. I've heard a lot of good about it. I've never actually tried FL Studio, but you got to respect something that, first of all, starts out as a program called Fruity Loops. Is just a looping program, and eventually becomes a fully fledged DAW that is just it's come a long way, and you got to respect that. So that's nice. How do you enjoy working in FL Studio? So that's why I'm having a hard time placing where I want to put this, because we're on the 7th here. That's a 7th chord there. And that's why I'm having a hard time placing where to put these woodwinds. Actually, like remixing video game songs like Pokémon. That's awesome. I've done a few remixes, but what I'm actually doing here is I am making my own Pokémon gym theme, as if I was making the next Pokemon game. What music would I put into it? So this is what I've created for that. In fact, let me just play you what we've got so far so you can see what we've done. But yeah, that's my thought process behind this is, if we're making a new Pokemon game, this would be the gym music. Those woodwinds are a work in progress, by the way. Yeah, they're definitely a work in progress. Glad you like it though. You're new to music, so you don't know a lot. Hey, that's awesome. Everybody starts somewhere. What got you into music? And what do you said you're doing Pokemon remixes right now. So what got you doing that? Yeah, I'm not sure I want to even continue these woodwinds now. Let me listen to this again without the woodwinds, because I do kind of like having the main theme standing on its own without any counterpoint, and then moving on, passing the melody from the trumpets to the French horn, having the trumpets then take that role of answering the French horn. I like that. Maybe let's listen to it again. Because my question is, do the woodwinds take away from that regal statement that the trumpets have there? That's my concern here. I think they do. I think they do. I'm cutting them. I'm cutting them because you know what? It's just not working. Well, we experimented. We decided we didn't like it, and I got rid of them. Liked listening to it and wanted to do it myself. I'm trying to do my first remix where I'm going note per note instead of just changing the instruments. Okay, so Thanos snapped away. That's right. What do you mean by note per note? Like you're actually looking at how the song is written and composed, and then making, like, going deeper than just changing the instruments, but actually looking at the composition itself. Is that what you're trying to say? Just enlighten me, because I'm just trying to understand what you mean. Yeah, changing the piece and rearranging it. That's or pace. Yeah, and putting effort into it. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I did one of my favorite remixes that I did was from Legend of Zelda. Oh, what is the name of that one? I can't think. Where he's on Kokiri Island. Not Kokiri. Koholint Island. Ah, gosh, I can't think. My mind is so messed up today. When he's on Koholint Island. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I know that somebody's going to get it before I say it. It was the first Game Boy one. Link's Awakening. Yes, exactly. Ballad of the Windfish from Link's Awakening. I added... because it's such a simple song and it's so short. In order to do an actual full piece, I felt like it needed a bridge, and so I wrote a bridge for it. And that's one way to take a remix. You don't just focus upon what's given to you, but you actually create your own part, your own little bridge to put in there to make it sound like a more full and complete piece. I did that with Windfish. I also I believe I did that. No, I didn't do that with Aerith's theme. I did that with the Song of Storms from Ocarina of Time as well. Anyway, moving back to here. One of our first remakes to be Hoenn Elite Four battle. Ooh. Going with an Elite Four battle. Okay, we're going to take these four here. Instead of going back and polishing and trying to add things, I'm just going to move on right now. I'm going to remove those and put them out here because we'll snap those to the end once we're finished. So I'm messing around with the first 15 seconds. Nice, nice. we've got an idea. First thing I want to do is I've been debating whether or not to add symbols to this. It sounds good as it is. Will symbols add to it or take away from it? But to take this piece where I want to take it, I believe it needs symbols for the transition. So let's go ahead and add some symbols here. In particular, it's going to need a symbol roll. I try to reserve as marking points. I try to reserve symbols as... I am not sure what you're trying to say, Bob. I try to reserve symbols as marking points. Okay, I see what you're saying. I don't know if I want to... I'm debating with this. You know, let's just go and do what I want to do, and we'll add the symbols later if it's needed. First of all, we're changing the flute. Let's go ahead and change it to Hollywood. That's percussion. We need woodwinds. Sorry, I've been all over the place today. I thought I knew exactly what I wanted to do coming in here, and I've just floundered around for the last hour, actually. That's part of the process, though. It really is. Let's see. Crashes get impacted to where they're placed, so you have to pick and choose when to use them. Yes. Yes, very much. And I don't think it doesn't need it. Like, this piece has a very regal air to it that I don't think a crash symbol will pair well with. However, a symbol roll to move into this next piece, because here we're going to pull back a little bit. We're going to add a flute and some more drawn out strings. And I feel like putting a symbol roll to transition into this will smoothen out the otherwise abrupt shift. Ooh, some softer mallets would be nice. You know, that's what this needs. I don't think it needs the woodwinds there at the beginning. It needs mallets. And we're going to go back and probably add some mallets a little bit later. I don't know what I just suggested, but let's see what happens, I guess. I've got something in my head. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. We're going to be noodling around here for a minute. Aha, there we go. Go to that F. Okay. I like that. I like that. Let's play around with that. Let's let it develop. Play it a few more times. Okay, we'll see you in a minute, Woofty. Okay, I'm kind of getting there. No, just go. Just go down, up. Okay, where are we at with chords here? F. I don't think so. Going to the A, okay. No, that didn't make sense. Is it E? No. Or it could be an A7. Is it an A7? No. It must go to the C. Goes to the C. Goes to the C, yeah. Just let me get my... It'd be easier if I... The sustain pedal stretch. It has to happen once every stream. Okay, there we go. Get our sustain pedal back. So... I kind of wish we could get a 6 chord in there, but it's just not coming. The melody, the way that I write music, the melody is what drives the piece. And so if I want to work a specific chord in there and it's not working, I got to go with what the melody says to do. But it's a lot of it's so blocky. I don't like those chords. I don't like that chord progression. So maybe we do shift things. Maybe we do shift this chord progression just a little bit. What if we went... That sounds better right there. Instead of... We're going... I don't think my mobile data will want to work. Hope the music goes well. Hey, well, thanks for dropping in. And hey, who knows? Maybe I'll see you later. Also, didn't get around to saying it, but thanks for that follow. Appreciate it. Should I? I think I should. I really like that chord progression of. But is it really Pokemon? That's the question. I mean, does it fit what we've done already? I like the chord progression personally, but is it right for the song? Yeah. I know. I totally screwed that up. It's as easy as doing chords. I screwed it up. Try that again. See how this sounds. Versus you know, it sounds boring alone, but you put it in context with the rest of the song and it fits. Sometimes simplicity is just the way to go, and you gotta accept it. You gotta accept it. Love those beautiful, deep, rich 6 chords, but sometimes you just gotta go with a 4-1-4-1-5. Okay. Let's go ahead and record this flute part in, since I believe we know what we want to do. Okay. Go ahead and punch in at 33 here. Actually, I'm going to really quickly here get this volume up here. There's going to be a lot of mistakes, because when I start recording, I start making a lot of mistakes. I didn't like the way that started anyway. I keep making that same stupid mistake over and over again. Let me go through it once. Okay. Well, we're almost there. I psyched myself out. There it is. There it is. Let's listen to that. See if we need to make any adjustments. Well, things are a little bit... That right there? Yeah, more like right there. Let's try that. Sounds about right. Okay. And I don't think we need trumpets. I don't think we need clarinets. The flute is handling this very well by itself. So let's get some basic strings here. And we're going to have the strings playing just nice and quiet, not with the rhythm that we had before, which I love the power that those strings bring to the piece, but right now what we need is some actual slow strings. We're going to start with our cello. I always like starting with the cello. Let's see, this will be Hollywood Strings, cello. We'll go with this. And my strings are fixed. That's what was messed up last week. Nah. Okay, let's put that in. All right, go on to the viola. And we shall add, let's see, actually, we'll do the, I'm going to go ahead and throw my viola in. But after I do the cello, I usually like to record in the violin next. Is there a... that's not bad. Okay, let's do it. Also, let's bring our expression down a little bit so we have something to work with. And I do like to go ahead and add a little bit of close miking to my strings, which gives it a little bit more presence. We'll bring the overall that way we've got some wiggle room to play with some dynamics a little bit later. Okay, so, and we'll do the same with our cello here. Go ahead and add that close mics, or those close mics there. Bring the volume up a little bit on the master. And we can use this fader here, excuse me, to bring it down if we need to. Okay.
I have returned.
Bub returns with a, what is that? A 3-month resub. Thank you so much for that, Bub. Greatly appreciate it. What's that put us at? Getting kind of close to a new bean coming in there. Yeah, we're getting there. Okay. Don't know if I like that violin there. Let me... Well, let's just get them all in and see how it sounds. Let me re-record that. I didn't like the way it came out the first time. Yeah, messed that up. Bring that up just a little bit. That's better. That might be a little too high. Is that competing with the flute there? That might be competing with the flute. Let's just keep going with it and see what happens. Bub likes it. Okay. We're going to keep going with it. Let's get a second violin here. And switch you out. Second violins. There we go. The strings sound complementary to the flute. Okay. Good, good, good. So for the seconds, I also want to make sure that I've got my players. I do not. Okay, so add our close mics here. Bring this up just a tad. So may have to adjust volume levels of the strings if you feel like they're competing too much with the flutes. Yeah, but we'll get into mixing it later. Right now, and when I'm actually adding a part, I usually do have a little bit louder than I want it, just so I can hear myself playing it, and then I'll bring it back to set into the mix. Otherwise, there could be mistakes that I miss. We're going to want something to be moving down, because otherwise we have... Everything is moving up right there, and that is not good. C to a G should be simpler than that. Whoa, wait a minute. I know why this seems weird. Where's my pedal? You got cricket, there we go. Yeah, that's why, okay. Yeah, that note. So, I mean, I like that counterpoint there. I mean, listen to this. It's really nice counterpoint. I did notice that one note, though. So there is something around with that. There's our problem. How do we fix it? Okay. It's not as pretty. Not as pretty, but it's what's needed. And that's the important thing right there. So welcome back, Deku. So now it's going to be... Okay, now it's crystal clear. Everything makes sense. I know exactly why things were going wonky the way they were. Okay. So and suddenly not everything's not going up because this G is staying and it's fixing the entire problem. This is why we have certain rules in composition. Yes, almost all those rules are broken, but there's still guidelines there that help you for a reason. It's staying still like a good little boy. Exactly. All right. Let's record that in. And I might divide the first violins there for a little bit more passion. Since we're going up, we're starting to get a little too much room in between the parts. So I'll probably divide the violin ones there, or maybe the twos. The twos might be the better divide. Anyway, we'll see. Let's just get this. Yeah, I believe that... Okay, so yeah, that's what we'll do. So we'll add that to the violin one there. There we go. Let's Okay, no need to divide the twos. The twos actually sit really nicely where they are. That first violin is the one that's splitting there. And let's add our viola. Let's see where we're at here with these 4 parts. See where our viola needs to... That's not what I wanted to do. Or is it? Yeah. Oh, where's the rest of it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so... So we've got an F here, a C here. So we've got 2 Fs and 1 C. I mean, I could just make it 3 Fs and 1 C. You know, I might... Now I gotta make sure not to get caught in with... Not to run into my... Simple little viola part right there, kind of mimicking what the violins are doing. Would work if I actually did it right. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Also work if I was actually in the viola parts. Okay. And let's go ahead and add a second viola just to fill that gap between viola. Do we want a second viola or a second cello? I think we want to split the viola. Let's keep the cello together there. Oh, I agree. I do agree with you, Bub. I love my cellos, but I think they're strong enough without splitting it. That string part right there. Let's go ahead and just add some basses in here. Yeah, exactly. The cello does come through clear enough. And I don't mind if there's space between the cello and the bass. That doesn't really bother me too much at all. Let's see here. Bases. Okay, there we go. Some nice round robin bases there. And what we'll do with the bases, what I commonly do, is we shall take our cello part, copy it over into there, come into here, select all, just move it down the octave, then we'll mix it in. Let's just match the volume. Because those basses are really... That's sounding a little better. Okay, how's this sound when we put it here? No, we want the mixer here. Yeah, let's go through these strings, bring them down just a bit. Also, we'll go ahead and with these strings, with these as well, let's go ahead and take the reverb down just a little bit. And I do that because when it comes to an orchestra, the strings sit at the front of the orchestra. So naturally, anything sitting toward the front is going to have less of a reverb than anything sitting in the back of the room. So in order to simulate that, we will bring the reverb down on these strings, which will give them less of an echo and make them more in front of your face there. Not too much. Okay, so now we are going to come in with the trumpet. Lead trumpet. I wanted, there's a way that I wanted to do this. Or do you want to go down? Something like that, but do I want to go... It's too loud. Or I can go down with it, maybe. Ah, it's in my head, but I can't get it out of my head. Let's move over to the piano again. A full octave jump. That's what I'm looking for. Now, am I losing the Pokemon feeling of this? I mean, I could do it that way, or I could start low. I like that. Okay, I like where I'm going with this. Okay, I do like where I'm going with this. Let's record in starting right here with the trumpet. If I can get it right. Again, if I can get it right. I don't know why I'm screwing this up so much. I was almost had it. Now I'm hitting it too hard. I'm focusing too hard on it, guys. No, exactly. Sometimes you get too wrapped up in trying to do it right that it doesn't work. That's exactly what it is. And it's worse when you're live. Trust me, it is way worse when you're live. That was the one mistake I made there. Okay, so we have this. Yeah, we kind of screwed that up. And I don't know that let's go into the... I so wish that they would... I don't know why they won't show me the step editor in here anymore. Because they have the step sequencer here for some reason, but the step editor used to be an option from this screen. But now you have to go here to get to the step editor. It's kind of weird. Okay, I'm going to trumpet. Yeah, this right. No, where my disappeared behind here. Okay. It's not bad. Okay. I can deal with that. Ah, Bub, you and Leah are going to battle. Well, best of luck to you. I wish you could wait a half hour. Is that Leah that texted me? Maybe. I'd love to be able to watch it. Do you have to battle now, or well, maybe you wouldn't? Maybe you prefer me not watch that just to keep it fair. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it just to keep it fair. I would love to be able to watch it as Leah battles, but yeah, to keep it fair, since nobody else gets to watch other battles, I will not. Best of luck to both of you. Okay. So now I need to figure out how... So let's see. What are you here? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how exactly I want to. Okay, so you... Okay, that's how I did that. Like that. All right. So if we go over to... Okay, that works. So what was the original? I need to find the rhythm that I want. So originally we were... Okay, so that was our original. And now I'm going to go. Okay, what is going to be our chords there? No, it's going to be... It's not that. Well, what would that chord be? Because we got an F here, which is a 4 chord. Then we're going to go down to the E, but what chord will that be? Surely it wouldn't be the A. No. I feel like it's something else, though. Could it be? No. But it could be an E major. It's not an E major. I can confirm that it is not. It's not an E major. Oh, there's a chord here that's eluding me. Could it be an A major, though? No. Or is it just as simple as an F to a C? Let's play around for a minute. think it is as simple as an F to a C to a C. Because I've tried everything else. Well, let's just record that in and we'll see how it sounds. I'm sorry for taking so long to figure that out, but it didn't seem... This track has so many times had me going, no, that's too easy. That's too simple. Surely that's not the right answer. Surely that's not where it wants to go. And then come to find out, oh, that's exactly where it wants to go. So, yeah. Very, very, very interesting stuff. Okay. Okay, so now back to the horns. Oh. Hold on. What was our original rhythm? Okay, that's right. So it was a... So we're starting on F. That's what it was. Okay, so let's... Okay, let's see what happens. Whoa, 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 whoa. No way that could really be it. An F to a C. I mean, if I wanted to go that way... Now that works with the chord progression there. That works with the F, G, then to the C. But I like the melody of going from that F to the E. So I guess we're going to keep it on that C. I know I keep jumping back and forth, but the chord progression I want and the melody that I want, they're not quite meshing. Okay. So now let's go with the trombones. Well, I'd already messed that up, so let's try it again. Okay, I wasn't supposed to do that last one. So let's clean that up right there. Bring you back over to here and cut you nuts. Hold on. There, that's what I was trying to do. Okay. And then we're going to bring this in. No, not. There we go. Okay, we'll bring these in right here. And we are all set to loop back to the beginning from that point. So yeah, we added another 40 seconds today. That's going to be this track right there. I feel like a minute and a half. It's a pretty decent little loop there. I normally try and go a minute and a half to 2 minutes. So minute 40 really hits that timing really nicely. Now let's add everything else. And we're dwindling down to the last parts of the stream here. So yeah, let's go ahead, get everything else added, and then we shall be good to go. Okay. Let's go ahead and add our tuba in because we're missing that. Let's see, where were the notes on that? Okay, so throw you in here. Missed one hold there at the end. Wrong one. Thank you, Control Z. Okay. Now let us throw in some percussion because that is missing. And I got to remember where my notes are. Oh, wow, that was quick. How did the match go, bub? How even and or one-sided was it? Was it a good match? Oh, good. Good. I got really close. Nice. Those are the best. Those are the best matches when it gets really close. Okay. Actually, let me... There, that's a little bit easier for me. Let's see, how exactly do I want these drums here? That's how I had it, but I can't decide how exactly I want my drums here. Let me... How did I have it? Hold on. That's right, because originally I had... Okay, so now... Okay, that'll work. Let's try that. Let's try that instead. Okay, a little rhythm problem there that we can fix, but not going to be too hard to do. Let's see. There. Switch you two around and get the velocity down just a little bit. Now, was it overall just a little bit quieter when I recorded those last time? I am anxious to read that battle summary. No, not overly bad. Let me see. Oh, I just realized I haven't had the piano window open at all. Let's see. Of course, I'm almost through the entire stream now. Where? Oh, show keyboard. There we go. Bring that keyboard back. Managed recorder as well. Oh, nice. Nice. I feel like the snare in the... Yes, it is a little on the loud side. So I am going to take all of this. We're going to bring the velocity down just a little bit because that is getting just a little loud. Except those first few notes, they were right about where they needed to be. So in fact, all of the rolls were pretty good. It was the other notes that... Also, the rolls need to come in just a little bit sooner, I feel. Okay, now... It's funny, you don't notice that bass drum until it's gone. Okay, let's get that bass drum in there. And how did I have that bass drum originally? Okay, so it was really, really simple. So, yeah, that's really, really, really simple and easy. So let's see how we want to do it here. It's such a different rhythm. It's such a different... Okay, so... Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. Do I have a roll? Because there's my roll. That seems good. That seems good right there. Let's see. Boy, you notice it when it's missed. I mean, that seems... How's that? That's better. I like that. I like that right there. Okay. Now... So I want to... Let's add the flute back in here at the end. And we're going to add some... Except I'm gonna switch some of those out for trills, but we'll have to add the trills later. So let's see, get you there. Maybe I won't add the flute to where the trumpet is. The trumpet needs to stand on its own. But maybe I will add the horn. No, what I need is... I need the strings here. That's what I'm really needing. That's what I'm really needing to fill this out. That's what's missing. Okay. Where were we in the strings? Okay. So now we're starting with no. All right. So it's FC, right? FC FC. Yep. Except I might drop this down to 100 just so it's a little bit easier to play. Okay, so it's what am I missing here? FC. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm already missing it. Okay. When I move to that G, my mind's having a hard time. And then okay, my right thumb just needs to get out of the way and let the left hand take that. Okay, that'll be easy if I just let my right hand do the left hand do the work there. Okay, I'm sure there were mistakes there. Let's bring this back up to 120 here. And let's look at the mistakes that I made, for there are bound to be some. And we shall need to solo this. Where are you? There you are. Solo. Okay, there was something there. Not bad. Not bad at all. And how does that sound with everything else? We need to split the trumpets right here. So okay. Okay. That's sounding pretty good. But I think it needs more. I think those long held out notes right there, we need to add the horns in as well. Okay, let's try that. Okay, the only thing is we are going to need to bring those horns down a little bit. So let's automate the horns down just a bit. That lady you know rating with a party of 6. Hey, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. We are just getting to the end of a really fun piece. And hello. Hey. That lad. Not that lady. I'm sorry. You end lad with a cap with a Y at the end. It kind of blends together. I am sorry to misgender the lad. That lad you know. Welcome. How are you doing? Ve Hoffman. Hello. And a bug. And Kirai Akito. Kirai. I think I'm gonna. Kirai, how you doing? So we're doing something really fun today, and thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the crew. So I approached this track with the idea of you're writing the music to the next Pokemon game. What are you gonna write? So, and thank you so much, Kirai. Am I pronouncing your name right? Kirai Akito and Ve Hoffman. Thank you guys so much for your follows. Greatly appreciate it. And welcome everybody to the crew. Random Cat, good to see you. And Random Cat, welcome to the crew as well. So, yeah, somewhat if you would just call me Aki. Okay, I like Aki. Aki's a good name. And Bug, welcome to the crew. All right, so yeah, here's what I've got so far. And again, this is just like, I'm writing my own Pokemon music. I'm writing the next music for the next Pokemon game, and this is kind of like an exciting what you might hear when you walk into your first gym. So it still needs some polishing, but you'll get the idea. Oh, hold on really quick before I play it. Let's see if I've got these horns where I want them. Yeah, I like those horns right there. Okay, so as a child, I was bigger on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon. Oh, cool. Okay. I never got into Yu-Gi-Oh! And fun thing, I've only recently gotten into Pokemon. My sister, she's been into Pokemon since Gen 2. And I played a little bit of Pokemon Red. My friend had it. I borrowed it. And I never really got into it until about 4 or 5 years ago. I was like, okay, Leah and my sister, we went to a Comic-Con together and we were admiring the Pokemon booths. And I was like, okay, you know what? I really should give Pokemon a try. And I did. And Pokemon, like I played Fire Red on an emulator and then Let's Go Eevee. And my first mainline game was Pokemon Shield. So I've been enjoying playing Pokemon and getting into it. Anyway, all that being said, here's what we've got so far. I'm still trying to figure out how to transition into. This is the new part right here. But it needs work. And right at that point, it'll loop back to the beginning. But guys, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys like it so much. That really does make me happy. As an artist, you always appreciate it when your work is enjoyed. In Japan, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is seen a little more. Pokemon is still super big, but I prefer to see. Okay, interesting. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a little bigger in Japan. That's cool. I didn't know that. Let's see what else you guys saying. I don't really play Pokemon, but me and my brother collect the cards. Cool. My sister was huge into collecting the cards as well. I have one card and have it because it is rare and expensive. I, for the longest time, had it was either an Eevee or a Vulpix. I think it was an Eevee that Leah had given me because I thought it was cute. And to this day, the Eevee line, Eeveelutions are still some of my favorite Pokemon. Gotta go. Hope I helped out a little bit. Liked the look of your stream. So, okay, cool. Well, before you leave, please tell me, what was it you were working on? Were you working on some music yourself? What were you doing? What kind of music do you like to write? Just tell me a little bit about what you do before you go. I gave away my cards 2 months ago, and me and my dad used to play together. Oh, so hard to give up parts of your childhood like that. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you do have to let go. All right. My brother has 3 cards that are worth like 2,000. Whoa! That's insane. $2,000 each. I was making a remix, drum and bass remix of Megalovania that transitioned into a D&B version of We Are Number One. Bit of a joke stream. Hey, when you can kick back and have fun with music, that's a good time right there. Like, seriously, that is a good time. I really just make music mainly for video games. That kind of, yep, same here. That's what I do during the day most of the time, is make music for video games, except Wednesdays, because Wednesday afternoon is music stream. So we always get together on Wednesdays to just make music. I'll never be able to give away my card, too expensive. Whew. Hey, thank you, lad. Appreciate the Discord love there. Okay. Let's see. I got to work on this transition here. This is the part that's... Yes, good to meet you too, lad. I feel like it needs to come back. Like, the piece really does need to come back here and pull back, because we're staying on the same level most of the track. Apparently, Link does not approve of the music here. Let's throw a... I clap. I clap when I talk. I've noticed this lately, and I need to quit. I need to quit doing that. Let's throw in a roll. I was going to put a crash earlier, but I don't think it needs it. But a roll to transition into this part might be helpful. My brother says he will never sell them because they were from my cousin who passed away, and I respect him so much for that. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's hard when you have keepsakes that help you to remember a loved one who's passed. Yeah, it's really hard to let those go. It really is. Okay. But it's awesome you have them, though. My fiance has a ring that her brother had purchased the last time she saw him before he died, and she cherishes that ring quite a bit, like those Pokemon cards. I definitely understand that. I'm happy your brother doesn't want to sell them out of the money. Yep, agreed. Sentimental things are memories. Those sentimental things are linked to memories, and memories. One of my favorite quotes. I'm not going to get this 100% correct, but it's something like, memories are the roses in the Decembers of our lives. And yeah, during those hard times when things are rough, those memories are the things that really give us hope and bring us happiness. Okay, what was I doing? I was doing cymbals. So, cymbals, no, not drums, cymbals. Suspended. Let's try this digit here. So, okay. I think this one might be the one that I go with right here. Let's see how that transitions into this. Okay, it was a little early, but that is easy to fix here. Looked like the peak of that roll was right about here. Let's see how that sounds. Now, maybe we could add a little bit of the brass in here. I don't know. Like, I thought just the flute with the strings would be enough and would pull it back enough and give us that nice little intimate moment that I think this piece needs. But it's almost pulling back too much, especially when you get to the big grand end of this. I don't know. It's not bad. But, I'll tell you one thing. I think these strings need to be mixed a little bit better. Now that I'm listening to it again, I feel like these strings are a little bit bass heavy, maybe. The flute gives you Zelda vibes. That makes sense because I'm a huge Zelda fan. Zelda is my favorite video game series. You like it? It sounds cool? Okay. You're giving me some hope here. So let's solo these strings because I do feel like they could use a little work. That sounds a little better. Let's go through one more time. Pull back on that bass. Bring that first violin up just a little bit. There we go. Hey, Wolf! Good to see you. I noticed these having been starting a bit later because I am awake and you're still live. Yeah, well, because I'm not driving Grubhub anymore, I don't have to finish at 4 o'clock because before I'd have to stop at 4 so I can get supper going and get out the door at 5. Now that I'm not doing that, I'm able to actually take the time to stick around till 4:30 or so, which we're going to wrap up here soon. This piece is getting close to being done. And Wolf, we have a Pokemon battle later today. So I hope you are ready to... I hope you made your reservation at the Pokemon Center because, you're going to need some healing. Okay. Let's see if that sounds any better. That trumpet, it's coming in not loud enough, I feel. Like, how's it come in over here? Hey, Dorami-san, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here with us. I'm glad you're enjoying this. Yeah, we're just trying to kind of put the finishing touches on this. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. That trumpet does need a little bit more energy, though. So let's go over to our step editor here, and we'll get rid... Give me I need the eraser tools, what I need. Get rid of all of these. I think I have to go, but this is sounding amazing so far. One last thing. What program are you using for this? It looks very similar. It is Logic Pro. There's a reason why it looks similar, because it is indeed Logic Pro. For all you new guys, if you type !Discord in the chat, you will get a link to the Discord if you want to stay in touch. Also, I do these music streams every Wednesday afternoon at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Also have game streams Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday evening at 7 Eastern. Tomorrow we're going to be playing some Age of Calamity. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming in. We're going to wrap up here really quickly, but wanted to go ahead and let you guys know what we're doing here. Been trying to use Logic Pro, but it hasn't been going well. Hey, if you have questions, let me know in Discord. I would be happy to chat with you and help you out with anything. I love helping people out when they are getting into music. So please reach out to me. I would be happy to help out. I'm just happy to see another Logic user. So many people there's not a lot of Mac love in the world, so it's nice to see someone else in the Logic crew. See you again in about an hour and a half or more. Okay, all right, Wolf. And yeah, I did notice your little poke. Yes, you require sustenance to have the energy to cry. So, Wolf and I have a Pokemon match later today, so we're looking forward to that. I've started in our community a small Pokemon league, and this is week 1 of league play, so it's kind of fun. That's why we're doing Pokemon track right now, because I'm in the Pokemon mood, and this is kind of going to be our league theme right here. So what was it? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm adding a little bit more modulation to these, or rewriting the modulation, I should say. That sounded better. And Dormi-san, welcome to the crew. Thank you so much for that follow. I speak Italian and Spanish, but I follow you. I am here for a raid, but I follow you. In Italian, sei simpatico. Okay. I did the thing that everybody does that's cliche. Let me just say simpatico. That's cool. In Italian, sei simpatico. Did I say that right? Sei simpatico? Anyway, thank you. I appreciate the follow. I'm glad that you are enjoying yourself here. Let's see how that trumpet sounds. Okay, it eventually gets there. We can work with that. Let's go back to our step editor. And where did it get good? Okay, so we need to go ahead and delete this stuff here and bring in... let's get a pencil. We need it right about... maybe not quite. Right about... there we go. Let's try that. Okay, that might be just a little too... oh, whoa. How did it get way up there? I don't remember putting you way up there. Let's bring you down here. Oh, that's what happened. Random cat. Rating with a party of 1. Thank you, random. Do you go by random or cat? I like both. Yellow again. Okay, that sounds better. That has the power behind it that trumpet has needed this whole time. So let's listen to this here going into the trumpet. That is so much better. All right, let's listen to this. Let's listen to this from the beginning and see if we can call it finished or if it needs a little more love. Sounds awesome to me. Awesome. Nice, victorious sounding theme there. Brapolo. Good to see you, my friend. Let's take a listen from the beginning. So it's not playing during my match Brapolo, but it's playing during the Pokemon updates on Thursdays. Might not be in long. IRL stuff popped up, and that's okay. You come in, you say hi, it makes me happy. I'm still torn about this section here with the flute. It just feels like it pulls away from the track so much. What do you guys think? What do you guys think in particular about this flute section? Does it add to the piece or does it take away from the piece? That's the main thing that I'm questioning right now, and I could use your input. I'll probably listen to it out there again. I clapped again. I got to break myself of this habit of clapping as I talk. It's getting really annoying. Sounds amazing. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. When that horn pops in, let me listen to this again where the horn pops in, because there's something there. Okay, I think it's just me. I think it's fine. Let me just look at this transition here from those two pieces. It might have something to do. Let me listen to each individual part. Oh, that would do it. Let's take you two, join you together. Okay. Now let's see. That might be what was missing there. It was the strings. I knew there was something wrong there, and it was those strings the entire time. So much better. Deku! Yeah, we got new friends. Always take new friends. You know what? Let us make this flute a little bit more. Oh, Deku, you would throw a jelly bean at me when you get here. Okay, let's see. What do we have? We have rotten egg or buttered popcorn. Ah! Ooh, I got a buttered popcorn. You thought you could get me with a rotten egg, but no. It's buttered popcorn. Playing next week, so I'll need you to okay, I will let you know, Brapolo, and Brapolo is going to send me one as well while he's at it. Okay. Ooh, another rotten egg or buttered popcorn. This is also buttered popcorn. I am 2 for 2, you guys. Okay. Iron, good to see you. Everybody's coming in today. So many new people on Discord, so had to see what you're doing. Okay, so everybody's going into the Discord. I see what it is. Okay. That is great luck, Rapolo. That is great luck. All righty. What was I in the middle? Oh, yeah. That's right. We'll go over to the player. Let's listen to this flute here. I think it needs a little bit more presence, maybe. Are you bribing the new viewers? Yes, I have been adopted. I'm bribing them with good music. How about that? How about that? Let's see how that sounds. That made a big difference. Deku. Ooh, Subnautica. That could be interesting. No, you're our dad, Deku. Oh, no. I don't know how I would live with a Deku dad. All right, let me listen to the beginning, see if I catch anything else. Was that a little too harsh on that trumpet there? That seemed really, yeah. You are way, way up there. Let's pull back a little bit on you. That was just a little much. Let's start right here. That was better. That was much better. You know what? Even though we're pulling back, I think leave the percussion out, but we need an underlaying layer of brass continuing that bum, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum. That will tie the entire piece together. Again, it just needs to be low and quiet. Let's... Okay. Yeah, if I do this, that should round out the piece right there. So piano here. So what were the chords we were... They were F, C, F, C, G. That's right. So... So yeah, on the horns we were... And we're going to want to be quiet with this. And after I record this, I'm probably going to soften it up. But let's just see. Let's just see how this sounds. Now that, I think, was good. I think that was good. Let's... Okay, let's record the trombones in now. I'm recording the wrong notes. There we go. That's what it is. Totally messing this up. Iron, yeah, I will upload this to SoundCloud and YouTube. This will go up on YouTube. I'm going to be editing the stream, actually. Put it up there as a 10 to 15 minute video and the final song. Okay. Now, if I can just actually focus on getting these notes right. Oops. I undid one too many times. Oh, no. Oh, no. Edit. Can I redo? Oh. I undid my... Oh. I undid my horns. And now it's too late to redo. I hit the undo button too many times. The horns were good too. Okay. How? No. Okay, we can get this. Yeah, believe it or not, the horns are actually really easily to do. For some reason, the trombones are being kind of... Okay, we can get this. Yeah, I messed up on the repeat. There we go. And I don't think we need the tuba. Let's fix those trombones really quick because I did screw up a few things with the rhythm. Oh, yeah. Well, see, here's the problem, Deku. Yes, you can. Exactly. I did something else which cancels out the redo history. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Okay. So, got the horns there, trombones there. Do I want to do... No, I don't think I want the tuba. Actually, I do want the tuba. It's actually not that bad. Just gotta be really quiet with it. Now, let's take these because that... It's still a little too much. I mean, look how quiet I'm being with it, but it's still just a little... It just needs to just be barely there. So we're going to take the velocity down, which is going to make it pretty quiet. Is that a little... Bubs recaps an entire picture book. Oh, wow. Am I taking away from the... Hold on, let's listen to this. Okay, I think I have the right idea. But I need to simplify. So... So that's what I need to do right there, I think. That was not bad at all. So now with the trombones, we go... Now, is this going too far the other way? That's my concern right now. So what do you think? What do you guys think? Do you think, let's listen to it once with, so I'll start it right about here. Okay. Here is with the brass added to the flute section. And then here is once with it without that added. And let's see, what do you guys think here? So I'm going to mute you and mute you guys here. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not what I meant to do at all. It was this button, yeah. I don't think it needs it. I don't think it needs it. I think it's fine without. I think that I'm overcomplicating things by adding brass into this area. I like it better without. Yeah, I think I agree, Iron. I'm just overthinking things. What's wrong? I've noticed that a few times, the trumpet right here. No, it sounds fine when I play it alone like that. But if I play with everything else... You know, I think it's fine. Let's... Okay, first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get rid of these two here. And then, actually, can I just... I don't think I... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, let's listen to this. I think we're done. I think we've got a completed piece here, guys. Let's listen. right. Yeah, I like that. Let me hit the save button there, and we are going to save that. That is our Pokemon track. That is going to be the theme of our Pokemon League, and is going to be something that I'll probably make available later down the line. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out and listening and hanging out and having fun. This was a great stream. I had a lot of fun with you guys today. Special thank you to those who have joined us, in particular, the Lad You Know and Random Cat for those raids, and with them, Dormy San, Oh Got a Bug, Random Cat, who was the raider up there, V Hoffman, Aki, I believe. And yeah, that was about it. Thank you guys, and Woofty Dog. Thank you guys so much for your follows and for hanging out and chatting and making this stream such a wonderful place today. And of course, to all my regulars who came by. Those of you who have not, take a look at our Discord. We have a lot of fun there. And again, I do these streams every Wednesday at 1:30 in the afternoon. Also have a game stream Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday evenings, 7 o'clock, all those times Eastern time. Thank you guys so much. Tomorrow night, we're going to be kicking back. And, oh, I accidentally hit a key there. We're going to be kicking back and relaxing with some Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, as much as you can relax in Age of Calamity. And we'll have our first Pokemon League update. Those of you who have not battled, please, actually, I think it's just me and Bub. Oh, I know what's going. I know it's the pads up here I'm hitting. Okay, yeah, I think there's only one more. Yeah, it's just mine and Bub's stream. Fight. So anyway, yeah, you're getting our update tomorrow. Again, that's tomorrow night at 7. Until then, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later.